welcome to the weekly wheel-to-wheel Hotlap powered by Jade Finance Australia. This week is our first ever Enduro in Season 11. We'll be racing around Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya with the Nissan S15s. We'll be racing here for 32 laps, where the hards, mediums and soft tires will be mandatory. But how do we get around this track? Well, tonight I'm joined by AMS Excavation Dam Hexagon's Division 1 driver, Zuzu. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good, Chris. How's yourself, mate?
So, how are you finding this S15 so far? Do you enjoy driving it?
At first, I hated it. I'm slowly warming to it. I've soon worked out that overdriving the car, it hates it, so you definitely got to be easy and you got to be steady with it. So I'm really starting to enjoy it now.
Yeah, so smoothness is key, especially around this track where tire wear is crucial. It just bites that front left, doesn't it?
100% it does. If you get greedy, you pay the price for it.
Well, let's not keep our audience waiting. Let's get straight into the Hotlap.
Coming onto the front straight at Catalunya, you want to get the best exit you possibly can. You mount the sausage a little bit. Coming there, keep it tight, run it out wide, and then it's just a flat out run into the first set of S's. I'm braking around maybe just before the 100 metre board, and I'm trying to keep right in tight here, stay a little bit tight to open up this section so you can get a good entry into this long right-hander. Just be patient on throttle, make sure you get early on throttle as early as you can, and throttle out, throttle out, throttle out. I'm braking just before the bridge. So keep it in tight, get on the throttle early, and just slowly drive it out wide. As it just goes downhill, I'm on the brakes, back a second, tight early on the throttle as much as you can. Throttle out. For this corner coming up, I'm braking just at the start of the curb. Get it in, on the throttle, make sure you can point it out straight enough, you're not going to get a penalty. This corner, I'm braking just at the end of the curb. Sometimes it's a lift, sometimes it's a dab of the brakes, and you just hope for the best on that one. Coming to this little hairpin, I'm braking just before the 100 metre board. Back a second, so late apex, throttle out as early as you can, and drive up this one. You can cut this curve a little bit, and then it's a patient game, so trail brake right into this corner. I use that little bump on the right hand side as a apex. This one here is a little bit funny. You don't want to come in too hot because it's going to mess up your run into this little bus stop. Just try miss the curve if you can and try bump the second one, and then it's flat out all the way through out here. And that is a lap of Catalunya in a Group 4 Silvia.
Fantastic lap there, Zoo. Thank you very much for showing us how to get around this track. So let's talk a bit about the race, shall we? So 32 laps, all the tires are mandatory. What can we expect in terms of strategy?
Running long on hards will be a big thing. Whether you do that at the start, middle or end of the race, it is entirely up to the track position and individuals. But I think out of the softs and the mediums, you won't want to run too long. You want to abuse that little tyre as much as you can and keep it a little shorter. The hards obviously last a long time.
Yeah, so far it seems that the hard tires are really the go-to tire throughout our races so far. They are fantastic in this game at least.
100%. They take a couple of laps to warm up. Once you got them warm, they're like the Energizer Bunny. They just keep going and going and going.
And how about fuel? Do we need to fuel save? Can we expect that from our drivers?
I would recommend fuel saving where you can, but not concentrating on it. the car does love a rev, and to get pace out of it, I'm finding that I have to use a fair few RPMs. So if you could find a race buddy and you can slipstream or you can swap, that'd be great. But fuel saving is not the be all and all in this race and this car.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sue, and thank you for showing us that brilliant lap. And join us on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, as we will race around this track. First enduro, let's hope for a good one. And in the meantime, see you in the next Hotlap.